Hey, Spuddies, Potatomcwhiskey here, and I actually just discovered the political map mode, which leaves your land colored in rather than doing this noisiness. Anyway, back to Imperator Rome. Unfortunately, we've lost a couple of battles, even though we are far superior because we've had a couple of just little quirky mishaps, but that's okay. We are recovering our armies over here. Let's actually move them back a tile each to keep them safe from any marauding armies coming in from down here. How is he catching us? If we started moving already... And of course our armies arrive at all different times. Get in there, pile in. You know what? I'm going to just try and get out of this war. Reset, suggest. We could get white peace. And we can take these two provinces. Can we take any gold? They won't quite give us that much. I don't think gold is worth taking. Won't give us all that. He'll give us this. Plus a decent chunk of gold. So this would be a net win for us, I think. Take a little bit of AE. I think that works out better, and then we can choose the time and place of the next war. Just had a slightly disorganized army. But I think we came out on top there because we took a bunch of his slaves, his people as slaves. I would have liked to have gotten these two things, and then I could link up my empire and be able to march around and stomp on the bad dudes. I think we're gonna do a little bit of adjustment here. So we got a new guy in here, and he has switched away from cultural assimilation. So I'm going to force him to do that again. All of this territory should be being culturally assimilated. Nothing else really matters. Up here, how old is this guy? This guy is still relatively young. So cultural assimilation it is. It's a lot of points to do this. This stuff over here I'm fine with. I think I'm going to integrate these guys. I'm going to improve opinion with both of them. And get them into the fold. Turn them into full vassals. Or full states, or whatever you call them. Integrate them. That's what I'm trying to do. Right. So I definitely think granaries in here make the most sense, because like it just makes the slaves happier, and then they're more productive on average. Then once the slaves are happy, it's easier to do like stuff like markets. Plus it keeps the city growing. The city currently has a bit of a growth problem. I think we're okay in Rome for now. I would like to have more grain surplus. Like that would be amazing. But I definitely need to move some slaves out of Rome. And I also need to go through and start doing stuff like Making sure my population is balanced in terms of the 3 important pop types, slaves, citizens, and freemen. And making sure that there isn't like an over-representation of one particular class in an area. I think over here, in particular, I was looking at some of the stuff during the break. Some of these areas have like really imbalanced stuff, like lots of tribesmen. So I definitely need to get rid of those tribesmen. So we're in the process of doing that. Okay, we have a really big army down here. And unfortunately, I have peace with this guy until... Phrygia would defend him, and I don't want to fight Phrygia, because Phrygia is pretty big. I'd like to go back to maybe killing some of these smaller guys. Oh, just the chaos of the borders. I want someone who's like relatively easy and straightforward to take, like these guys, but they're already in a war. I don't want to go to war with anyone who's in a war, because it just makes things awkward. Whereas this guy, Veterbiginia, would be an easy target. So let's grab these 2 stacks, and we'll put them here. Where's my boats? I'm going to make another... I'm going to make another 2 trireme stacks. It'll take a while to build them up, but it will be good to have a couple of them. Yes, build a granary. That's fine. Both these stacks should fit. You want to import stone, you want to import wood. Import grain from my capital. Drop those guys off there. Deselect the merc armies. Get you guys over to here. And I'm going to leave 2 18 stacks down here. For defense. I think this area needs these 18 stacks. I could swap the generals off. But I'm going to leave these down here. They're pretty expensive, but they're going to keep me safer, I think. Plus, we're actually at war with the guys. Let's go ahead and help siege that down. Drop these guys off. Come pick up the next one. You are going to head up there. It'll take you a while. Really should be building these roads. That would have been a great idea. I'm going to get you to go to here, and then to here, and then go to there. I want to take different paths with each one if I can, to prevent them from attritioning each other as they march up. You go there, you join these boats. So I'll be working with 4 legions. Well, I don't know even if legion is the right word, but that's what I'm calling them. And you make your way up there. And then the final group will probably go to like here. And the invasion of these guys should be fairly straightforward. They don't have too many allies. We'll probably just piece them out on their own and not go for like any weirdness. Let me check. What are your allies? Wait. Oh, I had the wrong guy selected. The only one who I might want to go to war with is Latabrigia, but I'm probably just going to take these guys out on their own. Let's take a quick bite. These mercs, I think we're going to disband them. It's expensive to disband them, but I think it's the right thing to do. All throughout my capital province, I'm going to be getting rid of these marketplaces. They're great, don't get me wrong. But I need to be able to support massive slave populations in my capital region. Like, these marketplaces are amazing. But just like, in light of just how many slaves I've been getting from war, and the need to like move them around my capital region, the more pop growth I have, the more slaves I can support, is my logic. So build as many of them. Everywhere else, like, I don't mind building marketplaces elsewhere, because elsewhere it's like marketplaces make sense, because it's like, there's not likely to be a whole lot of slaves. And marketplaces just make them more efficient. In terms of wealth generation. Now, out of curiosity, this area has been civilizing for a very, very long time, and in fact has gotten rid of almost every tribesman, with the exception of this one tribesman. So do we now consider... Yeah, I think we do social mobility here. The logic being that it will promote and demote and balance out the pops in these cities to be more reasonable. Granary has been built. Now you were heading up to this province. Okay, so we'll go to war soon. We have another import route in the capital. Not sure I want to play around with that just yet. We could definitely recruit another army. We won this siege. Sue for peace. Let me reconfigure this to go to Igon. Now, integration. Send them a gift. Send a gift. That really didn't do a whole lot, did it? I don't think so. But once our improved relations is taken care of, we'll be much friendlier with them. And we can get them integrated properly. Okay, we got our 2 new triremes. Let's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Take a bit of time for them to be recruited up, but you know what, man? When it's done, it's done. And it will be an advantage. Can you guys go take care of these pirates? They actually retreated over here, which is an interesting direction to retreat. It won't let me control you because you guys are still technically in battle for some reason. A little bit of extra civilization level, never hurt nobody. Civilization level is actually going up quite well. Civilization level in my capital should be like super high, because I have a lot of exports. Yep. A supply limit of 151 in this city. It's pretty insane, not gonna lie. Get a bunch of gold and lose some tribesmen to Carre. Hell yeah. Don't need those tribesmen. Just basically did me a favor. Wait, why are you 18? Oh, you're 18. Yeah, 18 is correct. Sorry. Some of them are 20, some of them are 18. Got it. Yeah, you know what? It might be a good idea to recruit some more legions. I'm going to go ahead and get started on a super heavy legion, which will be a 32 stack for fighting in Greece. Oh, I clicked once too many times. And then these will be merged to fight with the Super Heavy Legion. Super Heavy Legion starter unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this will be a 30 stack, which is quite a significant size upgrade to our 18 stacks, but it'll be much more limited in the area of operation that I can do, because the Pontifex Maximus died. Oh. Yes, you can buy my goods. Out of curiosity, what's the social mobility looking like here? It's starting to look a little bit more evened out, maybe. Can be hard to tell. Did I build granaries over here? I built markets. That's fine. Markets are probably the right move. In the grand scheme of things. Lack of a governor over here. Let's find a young guy. You. I like using young guys. Because they, well, they last longer. It means that any expenditure I do on changing what they were doing... Why would you ever do this? There's no way that population is, like, ever giving you value when you're doing that. Compared to the long-term value of culturally converting them. Alright, let's fabricate a claim on these guys. Ooh, it's going to be expensive. So probably we'll go to war with Lada. We'll probably occupy Lada Brigia as well. Let's get you in here. Let's get on to speed 4 as we fight this war. It's pretty hideous, that thing you made of me. Ah, we actually managed to beat their shock, and this guy's going to be locked into a battle. You're sieging. Head researcher of something died. I swear I just appointed one of those. More slaves for the slave god. Blood for the blood throne. This might not be a great battle. Our commanders are pretty weak. Bottleneck versus bottleneck. We have the flanking advantage. We have the discipline advantage. And we have the troop quality advantage. So, although their archers are fighting things, our heavy infantry have like stupid discipline right now. Up to like 60% on some of them. Because some of them are loyal. Yeah, it should be an obliteration fest because of the flanking bonuses and troop quality bonuses. Now, just who am I at war with? Okay. Should be a fairly straightforward war. Here we go, we took a slave. Let's get you all the way up here. You're going to take that province. You're going to take that province. You're going to march all the way up here. So I start tidying up my borders, and maybe I'll start to actually look like the Roman Empire, you know what I mean? We do only have like another 110 years, because I think I set my personal end dates for these games to be around year 700. 720-ish. I think it starts 450, so you add 250 years, 700... yeah, about 725... to 730 we'll call it, like, is where I would generally like to end my campaigns. Let's go to skirmish to buy time. Occupy, reinforce. These guys are locked into combat. We will reinforce with a stronger army. Skirmish beats bottleneck, that's good. In fact, we probably didn't even need the reinforcements actually, now that I look at it. But I guess they'll help. You go there, you go there. And you are going to... I guess we actually need to siege that down before we can get anywhere. Ooh, we caught an army completely by accident. And we managed to counter them too. That was a stroke of luck right there. Oh, military tradition. We can construct border forts. I actually finally get to see what this ability does. I've been extremely curious. Constantia becomes owned by Rome. So can I do it in... Oh, I need more military power before I can see it. Makes sense. Reinforce the fortress fight. Little stacks are sort of trickling in and getting their asses whooped. We'll take the thingy. Am I being occupied anywhere? I don't see any enemy troops. No, I should be on this map mode. It makes things a little bit more obvious. Kind of reminds me of EU4. I have a habit of being on the wrong map mode. Okay, we're punching up, but now we should be really punching up. Doing a lot of damage. So I need 45 thingies. Disaster. General of the Legion. Oh, I may have overbuilt. So this is what I call my Doom stack. And you can see it can only really fight in Greece. And in Rome. Actually, in light of that, I might break it up into smaller chunks. Like, what's the maximum carrying capacity of, like, say, over here? Like, am I 18 troops? Yeah, my 18 troops are actually really on the cusp. So I might trim this down to a 24 stack. That should be a... Like, this guy should fit everywhere. This guy should fit into most of Greece. Which means I want another 6 boats in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this army is going to want to be recruited up to be a normal... 1, 2, 3, 4. A normal sized cohort. I do feel like your army is a little bit less flexible than it is in certain other games. Because of the loyalty mechanic. Awesome. We've already taken 21 slaves. It's good news. Not for the slaves, though. I'll say that much. It's good news for me. Another religious advance. Now, I think we just got an oratory advance. War score cost is okay. I'll grab that. National unrest is, like, incredible. It's like we can just expand, like, infinitely. Who cares about our tech rate if we've just got, like, literally infinite troops? Well, not literally infinite, but damn near close enough. I need you to reinforce that army. You're going to push through. Surprised we aren't slated to win this battle. We are now. Shrine befitting the goddess. So we lose 1,200. We gain olive blessing for... We're thankful for her blessings. So this would give us for 5 years almond duration, whereas this would give us a little bit of extra stuff. We're thankful for her blessing. Yes, thankfully you are going to actually deal with that. Try and keep these barbs under control. Oh, Ratia lives. How cool. I thought they died. They used to live over here. I guess they got pushed into the mountains. The mountains are terrifying. Awful territory for combat, by the way. Hey! So, can I do border forts? Oh. Oh. Is this for, like, settling these areas? We shall see. You go siege that down, you go do that. Okay. Maybe roads would have been better. I definitely want to get roads, so I have just like different abilities. I like the 444 build. Anything after that is just like nice. Although logistics estate would be incredible. Just killing off the pops. Did we win that fight? We did. Oh, these guys thought they would be funny and like sneak in down through here. But you got it under control, little stack of troops. Oh shoot, they're coming in to fight me. Might be good to go on deception stance. Now we're going to be the defenders, which helps. But they switched to shock, so that's actually good for me. Pretty good obliteration. Let's see. 41 years ahead of time, which is like a decent amount. Let's just keep sieging. If I could take all of this and then maybe kill Ratia, I'd be in a really, really good position moving forward. Let's recruit you a little bit of extra troops. You super should not go that way. You know, just act independently. Whatever. If you get yourself killed, it's not my fault. No one can blame me. I mean, people can blame me, but it would be unreasonable. Oh, there's some sort of fort blocking me here. Aha, this one. So I need to get this guy fully occupied. Oh, shoot. Envelopment beats shock. No, it loses the shock. Damn. That was a monumental cock-up. We still have better morale, so I think... We have better morale and troop quality, so I think we just, in general, win. But it would have been better if we weren't taking this -10 penalty. A couple of legions now. You're a... Normie Legion. Let's bring you up into the fold. Oh my god. Aggressive guy. Can you come over here and fight those guys? Yeah, it took some pretty hefty losses to win that fight. It's okay. I'm curious, how many slaves have I taken now? 27. Very good. They're all going to Rome though, which is not the ideal. Go there. It's more efficient to do it that way. Yeah, Rome is down to 0.63 growth rate. Become friends. Inventions. Wrong culture happiness will be good, and a research points plus 10% will be good too. Just keep capping. Which military policy do I have in? I think I'm going to switch to order... Whoa, actually, I unlocked some new ones. Oh, God. Morale of navies? No. National manpower? No. I think I'm going to switch permanent shipyards to ordered retreat, so I have a bit more reinforcement and morale recovery. Because that's something I've definitely been feeling. Monthly corruption. Wrong culture happiness... Wrong culture group happiness, monthly general loyalty, research points 20%. Aggressive expansion decay. Ooh, that's like 0.6 per year. That's a lot of aggressive expansion decay. I'm not suffering under aggressive expansion really that badly though, so it might not be necessary to get rid of it. We definitely want to change our tactic in here to bottleneck. When do we unlock? Do we not get a unique? When do we get triplex? Ah, here. We won this, another terrain will be in our benefit. Bottleneck versus bottleneck. We have the cavalry advantage. Good news. Let's keep sieging. You haven't arrived yet. They're still coming at us. You need to get up here and help. Out of curiosity, now if I were to sue for peace, could I take... Why can't I continue to take though? It is adjacent to something already in the treaty, though. It's literally that. How many cities are these guys? They're 30. There's a 40 stack coming. Populists are in power. Force march. Get in there faster. Lack a governor in Illyria, which is this whole region. Let's find a young guy. He has like decent skills. 17. Alright. You have a look here. Civilization. There's quite a few tribesmen here, and I think the culture has been mostly flipped to Roman. So yeah, I don't mind tidying that up from a tribesman perspective. Tidy this up. Troops were killed, enemy captured, victorious. Our legions are holding strong. I'm not going to be able to really, because I don't have territory connected to these guys, I'm not really going to be able to take much from them in war. I think that's just reality. Unless I can get them fully occupied, then I might be able to do something. So the governor of this region, the... Wait, where? This region has no governor? Yes. Now they do. Alrighty. Who else are we at war with? This little blob over here. You gonna actually like do your job and like siege them down for me? So I can feed them to my vassal, make an easier kill later. Hunt them down. Yeah, it's just a slaughter at this point. Like, really? What if I were to transfer the occupation of this to... Oh, I can't because I didn't call him to war. That makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Let me get this guy fully sieged down. So you're going to tell me that I can't take this land just because I don't have a direct... Well, I haven't fully sieged down. The rule is, to my understanding, is as long as you have every province occupied, you can piece someone out separately. So we're just going to wait till October then. Like, cancel this guy out, sieging his last province. And now I should be able to piece him out, right? So the same rule should apply to this guy. I can piece this guy out, but I can't take any of his provinces, which is dumb. Did they change something in the patch? This is all I can take. I mean, it's not nothing, but it's also not what I wanted to take. Yeah, okay. I'll just take this. I can't really take much more than that in this war, if that's the way it's working right now. So, who's next on the chopping block? These guys. Let me grab my 4 stacks here. Excuse me? Yeah, I gave you orders, right? You follow them. This guy. So curiously, can I use military power to colonize this? Trade winds. Ooh. At least now we have a sink for military power and manpower. Still, I'm not even sure if I'm doing that right, though. Like, can I can't do it on my own provinces, right? So it needs to be an unclaimed province. So why can't I do it? Oh, I can do it. I just take over this, a freeman appears, and now I own this province. Now there's a fort here that I can just delete. It cost me 2,000 manpower and some like military power. I don't see a reason not to just keep doing this. To take all these provinces. I mean, I don't know if I would keep the forts. I might keep some of the forts. I haven't built forts in a while, but it might be. It would actually be a good idea to build forts down in Greece. I will say that. Some of these are converting. A couple of Roman pops appearing. That's good. So what, do I just like march this around and click this button every time it becomes available? Is this what you want from me, Johan? It does create Freeman out of nowhere. So I can't do it here. Does the adjacent province need to have a Roman majority? Time to find out. So if I can't do it now, and then I assimilate this province up to my majority, is there a cooldown? Click. This was an unclaimed province. I can do it here. Can't do it here. Can't do it here. That's just weird. Can't do it there. Can I do it over here? My troops in position yet? Nope. Can't do it here. So what are the rules that govern this? I was able to do it in these two provinces, but I can't do it in these provinces. I don't know what to tell you. So I have a claim. Your morale is low because you're on forced march. Let's go ahead and take this on. So I super don't know what dictates when you can and cannot do the border fort thing. Can I do it here? Nope. Apparently I'm going to lose this battle because there's no general. Charge this army. Now there is. Your own independent movements. Elimberium. Elimberum. Actually, a slave was sent here. They're probably going to retrieve that slave now. Supply limit would be really, really nice. It would mean I could have bigger armies sooner and suffer less attrition on average. It's not quite as good as an attrition reduction, but it's like almost there. Yeah, go for it. You just like take these pops. I don't care. These aren't Romans. Well, these were actually Romans. The two provinces that they sieged were actually Roman. Wow. This game kind of feels like a siege race. I don't know why I'm not just using cavalry to race down these barbs. It would probably be better than using these like thoughtful infantry stacks where I like actually put thought into the composition. I was like, alright, these are like effective against barbarian troops. Not so effective against the Greeks. But I think that was just mainly a numbers problem. I was engaging poorly. Can you build a fort now? No. for whatever reason, you cannot. Colonizing just feels like ass, so I'm just not going to do it. Is it a civilization thing? Who knows? Wait, I should have 4 stacks. I should have 4 controllable stacks. Ah, there's 2 on top of each other. Makes sense. We definitely want to get this guy sieged out, though. I'd like to get him sieged out before the end of the episode, so we're going to go the higher speed. The game feels like it runs a lot smoother, actually, since the patch. I will say that, like, a lot smoother. Let's go take this guy out. Easy clap. Thank you for your trade deals. Took 22 slaves. They took 16, but we should get ours back. Because we're conquering them, right? Logically. A few pops died here and there. That's fine. I'm going to break a couple eggs and so on. And so 4th, conviction for military faction. Yes. So this should fully occupy him. And then win us the video game. There we go. Nice and quick war. Give me all of your base. All of your base are belong to Rome. 13 AE, which is pretty hefty. And let's see. Declare war on you. The guy who was protecting you no longer exists, so we will give the game a month to figure itself out. No training camp, please. So you are allied to this guy and this guy. So we can definitely turn this into a profitable war by attacking these 2 guys. Take these guys out next episode. Should be fairly straightforward. We'll grow even bigger. God, no, why? Cultural assimilation all the way, dude. These people aren't Roman. They need to be Roman. Rogan. It's the most important thing. Roman culture is now 60% of my empire. Oh my goodness. Converting pops is powerful. Now, religiously, it's a different picture. You know what I mean? Religiously, there's not many Hellenics out here. A lot of Romans. In fact, we've managed to turn quite a bit of the map red. And we're getting pretty close to cleaning out Gaul, which means there's gonna be... no one left to expand into over here. I think our Rome is starting to become pretty impressive. Actually, I think, funny enough, if I reactivate the graphics thing, which is interface, fill in impassable terrain, my name will be big and beautiful. Look at that, Rome. In fact, I'm so big and beautiful that my name encroaches on other players. Anyway, I'm going to call that the end of the episode. I love you all very, very much. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.